all fucking education. We're totally kidding. Haha.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, do the three garden hole.
Flower vase right here. It's a cool flower vase, yeah.
I love it. Yes, you're gonna tell me all about that.
We're going
Let me do
gardening.
this. I have mine too high flavor, I think.
Oh, that's the new one. I hit one of those at PuffCon.
I love it. I love it. Okay, not like it's just
It's a deeper
for
pull than a
something.
proxy. Yeah.
Well, I mean, me personally, I'm a water person, and for this to be completely dry, I just may be old at this shit, but my God, the experience is great. And it fits in my little purse, it fits in my pocket, to be
That's
honest.
kind of nice. I like that. I like that. I like that.
I like the color, the one that they made. I think they did a black one and this one. So it's like an ice blue. Yeah. Question, you're the pro at this. So this little guy tends to leak.
Yeah.
Am I doing something wrong or?
That's too big. Go down to like a grain of rice. Because you're also you're pulling too hard through. Like if you do 2 grains of rice or more size and then you draw on that shit, you're just gonna suck it right through.
Oh my, that's good to know. So instead of sharing one, he should just, because me and my husband, like I'll drop one and then I'll take a hit and then I'll pass it on. I mean, it's still going, but okay, that makes sense.
Yep. Clean more often, smaller dabs.
Yeah, I know. Clean more often. Speaking of, I made sure I brought these little fuckers. I was like, oh, I need my Q-tips. I've got a podcast. I'll go through like, a couple of these little dabbies.
At all times, I got my trusty dusty.
Oh, that's such a cute little container. Yeah. All right. Quick little intro, guys. What's up? I'm back on the mic. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys that subscribe that are new here. We have a special co-host for today. I wanted to share a little bit about all the events that happen around MJBizCon. Obviously, MJBiz is I want to say like a 4-week trade show, 2nd through the 5th. So there's so much happening and no one better than Jeremy to bring on, always with good vibes. So thank you for spending some time with me to do this.
No problem. It's my pleasure. I always love to chill.
Since you're new here, can you tell everybody who you are, kind of your background in and out of the cannabis space?
Sure. My name is Jeremy Alcock. I'm the Venice Ganjier. Rightfully so. I'm in Venice. So I'm based in California, Southern California. My journey in and out of this space, let's see. I've been a home grower and professional stoner my entire life. I can't remember there wasn't a time when I wasn't trying to grow, trying to sling, trying to smoke behind the bleachers in high school, actually in elementary school. So let's go all day long. And then about 3 years ago, I decided to level up and take the Ganjier program and see where my skills were put to the test. And it was humbling, to say the least. And it opened up my eyes to a world and a community that I hold true and dear to my heart, the Ganjier community. And I will forever champion those guys. And so now in the world of sort of reviewing what I want to review, trying to champion small farms and craft artisanal makers, hash makers, processors, trying to champion those people who are struggling in the industry, not just big brands, but, the small guys, the little guys, and trying to be there. And also my own home grow, trying to find what works in my world, because I live by the beach. I'm grateful to live by the beach, but I also get some fungal stuff and I can't grow shit past October 1st. It just rots. And so there's a lot of stuff I got going on between growing my own stuff, my educational things. I help all my friends that are like 50 plus age years that are like freaked out about cannabis to understand their journey, try to get them their relationship with the plant so that they can get the best out of it and remove the negative stigma and any anxiety associated. So
that is awesome. I love that you, I always am in awe of your home grow, and I am trying, I complain about it all the time. If anybody has been watching this for many years, and I'm sure my NorCal farmer friends are so disappointed in me that I cannot grow anything outside. Maybe you're going to have to come over. That's what it's going to come down to. I've done indoor. I've done a 30 by 30, a 10 by 10, a cloning room, a mother room. I've done it all indoor. And for some reason, I don't know, once it gets to maybe A little past the seedling stage, right before it becomes a little teenager is what I would say.
Yeah.
It just dies. I either have some sort of like creature who has gotten to it, or it gets really windy up here. So that also just it being so small and then it being outdoor. So maybe I have to wait. Maybe I have to wait. Like I have to grow it to a certain stage and then put it outside. I don't know. You'll have to tell me.
Conditions are always each to their own. Everybody's terroir is their own thing, right? And so,
Yeah.
I've had great success. I think, um,
Yours are huge.
well, growing a
Huge.
plant, well, they can be. It depends on when you start
And the
growing them.
strain.
Like, look,
Yeah.
I grow only outdoor, and it's season per season. So I'll start thinking about it now for next year.
Yeah.
Start getting serious around February. I start having anxiety around April and March, and April and May start having anxiety that I didn't get enough done or I didn't do it right. And then it's just to me, I think that growing a plant and having a successful harvest is similar to raising a kid or having a life cycle of a human, because the first portion of the program all the way through their teenage years is pretty fucking important. And then the last part is super fucking important when they
Yeah.
flowering and harvesting and paying attention. So, but there's this
Right.
little bit that you can kind of fuck off and be like, yeah, all right. You check her daily, check them. Yeah, they're doing pretty good until they show sex and then start showing sex. And then shit starts hitting the fan. You're like, all right, now I got to be on it. Babysitting
Yeah.
more and more, male's got to
Yeah.
go check it out. Like,
So you don't always just buy um female feminized seeds.
no, I do
You'll
vegetable
get both.
all day long. I don't want to do feminized seeds because I did feminized seeds. I did clones. I've done fem seeds. I've tried an
Yeah.
auto once. I got an auto by accident, and
Oh shit. I have like 100 of those.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of autos, but to each their own. I'm not a judgment person when it comes to
They're
growing. If
just
you can grow
temperamental.
something, just grow something. I don't care what it
Just
is.
try. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
feminized, clone, indoor, outdoor,
100%.
whatever. Just
Yeah.
grow. Get
Exactly. Yeah.
associated with her, because when you see a plant express herself, whether it's in your closet or at a farm that you can go visit, if you ever get a chance to go visit these farms up north,
I'm
there-
going. I'm
it's
going.
like seriously life changing, because you start realizing like, wow, they really mimic the human experience and they express themselves, and they have so much more of a different aroma profile when they're ready to harvest than they do when you get into a jar at a dispensary.
Oh
Like
yeah, I imagine.
rosin does a
The
good
curing
yeah, the rosin does a good expression. That's what I would say the closest to expressing, what
from
these plants smelled like right before they were chopped is pretty much right here in this jar,
oh,
if
I
it's
love
done
it.
right. And so,
And what do you have there?
oh, this is a
Show and tell.
blue dream from Veggie Earl, the guys at Veggie Earl. Yeah, and the guys at
Mm,
Veggie Earl, they're right up there with all those farmers and like Dylan and
Veggie. I don't
Mattel.
think I've heard of that.
And they're Ganjier. They're really talented young guys, a bunch of young kids. As far as I'm concerned, I'm old dude, so everyone's young,
Me
but
too. Me
they're
too.
they're really talented and they're processors, and they do small batch. Like this was a yielder that shouldn't have yielded. Blue Dream's not a yielder. So this
Mm,
was like a
yeah,
1.6% yielder. It's
you're
very rare that
right.
you can find it, and it's like already nucleated up, and it's got such a good nose on it. It's a different type of high too. It's full of awesome.
Oh, wow, and
Yeah, it's a
that's
different type
not
of
a
high.
common terpene
No,
that we
it's very
get.
psychedelic actually. This is so it makes you feel sort of like doing a microdose of L for me. I love
I need that. I
stuff.
need that. I'm smoking the white thorn rose and lance from Huckleberry Farms. Shout
Oh
out to
yeah, who
Johnny.
watched that?
This one's Papa Select.
Nice. That's
I don't
great
know where my
stuff.
map.
There it is.
There we are.
There it is.
There I am. Oh
Opposite.
my gosh, so fucking tasty. Like,
So you've been hitting the white thorn rose lately a lot?
so yeah, anytime I could find it at Catalyst, it's a treat because one, it's rare to get it down here in like this where I'm in SoCal, but like Inland Empire area, so
Sure.
closer to San Bernardino, Riverside area.
Yeah.
So it's rare to see it down here. The only time, I mean, I didn't even ever know of any of the cultivars that come from Emerald Triangle till I became an Emerald Cup judge back in like 2019 or 20 or something
Right,
like that.
right.
And then that's when it was like, what the hell have I been missing?
Yeah. So we can get
Just
back
a
into what
look.
we were talking about
It's
if you
there.
want. Did you want to talk
Yes,
more
let's.
about small craft, small batch shit and like what we're
Well,
hitting?
see, so I was gonna ask you, how
Yeah.
long have you actually been consuming cannabis in this form? Because me
Oh,
personally, it's only been like maybe 2 years. So the fact that you said like, oh, that doesn't even yield that strain, I didn't even
yeah.
know about that part. Like
Okay,
that's
so
all
that's a
new.
really good thing. So I've only been consuming concentrates since the Ganjier program. Alex Shermer was the first person to give me a dab.
Oh.
He had a rig and a torch. He was the chef on campus, so I knew I trusted him with a torch. But to be honest, at the point, it all felt a little crackish to me because I was a flower guy, grow my own flower. I'm a flower, like roll joints and smoke flower. And I understood hash is something different as a black sort of ball in from Amsterdam
Mm,
because I used to get all my hash from
yep,
Amsterdam and it was like,
correct.
different types of hash that I now know was full head hash. It was like
Yeah,
that
like
was
temple balls and
yeah,
stuff. Yep.
temple balls and
Mhm.
bricks and snakes and all the such. And you can get that from lots of different techniques. Um, but now solventless, they have this rosin stuff. It's like what the fuck? So Alex gave me my first dab in 2023, October 23. Before that, I wasn't concentrates guy. Now all I do is hit my dabber. Like that's all
Mm.
I'll just much rather have a dab. But to be honest, I do miss hitting flower, and so I'll hit my venti because I like that full spec feel.
Oh yeah,
You
show us
know what
that little
a venti is?
guy.
That's my venti. That's my vape. That's my flower vape. I love it. It's got 3 settings.
I
It's very
need
low.
one of those.
And so I'll grind up my flour nice and fine and put it in that. And it takes a very little amount of flour to taste it, to get to know what's going
Oh.
on, to get the aroma profiles, and you can hit it at 360 degrees, and all the way up to like 410. And so it's got a range of very low temp. So it's all about tasting those terpene profiles.
Oh, yeah.
So
Mm.
between those two things, I vape. I very rarely actually smoke. Like I smoked a joint, one of the 12 J's yesterday for the first time. God, in a couple of weeks, smoking a joint. I usually vape. I try and vape
Yeah.
everything. And this is a vape with this concentrate, and it can
Yeah,
be
let's take a look at that. Is that the
yeah.
Dr. Dabber? Show
This
us
is the
that little
Dr.
bit.
Dabber. Yeah, this is the big one. This
I
is
was
the
gonna say it's pretty big.
what do they call it? It's the two. And I love it.
Okay.
Jamie's the fucking most solid dude. And then this glass is from Knuckles Glass. What do they
Oh,
call
so
it?
it's got a different top, yeah.
Yeah, hold on. What do they
You
call it? I got
you
to find it.
professional dabbers, you guys get
Well,
crazy
I
with
do
those
these events,
tops.
and that's why these things are
Oh,
important
yes.
because you got to have a reliable rigs. Let's see, the Switch 2. Why couldn't I think of it? It was
Oh,
this
yeah.
is the Switch 2, and this Dr. Dabber
Gotcha.
has so many settings and so much versatility. And the insert in here is a
Here.
sapphire
Oh,
glass
okay.
insert, and I have a Shinju ball that Derek Oldham gave me, and that spins around in there and distributes it against that sapphire glass. And so this hits like a traditional rig with a torch, as close
I
as
hear you get better flavor.
it's as close as you can get to a traditional rig with a torch and like an
Okay.
e-rig. And when they really do have such a good like flavor profile, and you can hit it hard if you want. You can get massive clouds if you want. You can hit it at 640. You can hit it at high temps if you really want. I typically hit this at 480.
640. Oh my gosh. I think
You can
590 was the
go
highest
five.
I've done.
I think it went over 6, but I've never done dabs that hot. I don't want a hot dab. I'm a low and slow kind of
No,
guy.
me either. I
Even
like
when this
cold starts too.
Well, that's what's great about this is when it warms up, you can start her up, and as she, like when you turn it on, she turns on, gets like a waiting period. It goes bloop,
Yeah.
waiting.
Mhm.
You turn it on, it turns red, right? In 30
Yeah.
seconds, it'll heat up, but right now it's heating up in that 30 seconds. So it's probably at 100 degrees right now,
Mhm.
140, 160. So as it gets to a certain temperature, after a while, you realize just with a traditional rig, what temperature. Like I was talking to Alex Sherma, and had his hand next to his banger, and he was like, and I'm like, dude, he's like, I'm just waiting for it to get the right temp, and I'm like, you can do that, and he's like, yeah, totally. I've done so many dabs, I can tell by heat, by my hand, how hot it is when I want to dab. Because I was like, damn, you're gonna fucking burn yourself. I don't trust me. Like I'd burn myself for fucking sure. And he's like, of course you do. You know,
That's why I don't
I
do.
don't have a traditional rig merely for a number of
Yep.
reasons, but yeah.
I have one. I was gifted one. Shout out, Nikki. Thank you. But I don't use it. They even gifted me the fucking torch, the whole thing, everything that I would need.
Yeah.
But I would only smoke out of it when she comes over. And no, thank you, because that's, I don't know. I just feel like
a lot of setup. You know, I actually have a flower pot, which is a flower version of that, where it plugs in. It's got a whole temp setting. It's a big glass rig. It's got a bong to it. It's got a water filtration. It just takes
like
20 minutes to set up, and then it looks like a science project in the corner. And you know, I live with someone who doesn't partake in that shit, and when she walks in the room, the last thing she wants to see is a whole array of fucking shit everywhere. She's already got a problem with what I got going on, you know, versus new rigs and new stuff everywhere. It's like, come on.
You gotta keep it all in your office, like, you know how kids.
Well, I have a microscope here. You see this microscope?
Oh yeah.
I got a microscope because
wow, you really get in there.
I look at flower. I look at flower very close. I have to find trichomes when I do
a flower too, but I just use this little.
Yeah, and I have
you have
one
like
of
those. A real.
I have one of those right here from Ganjier.
I thought this was a great gift for the.
It was a great gift, and it was really well thought out, because as Ganjier we get these, and they say.
Ooh. You just bring them around on your keychain. Do you have it on your keychain?
Yeah, it's on a loop.
Oh, nice. Right.
And that's the loop. It's the same kind of thing, and this is actually a really nice version of it.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, when I first started growing, I got one that connects to your phone, and then it has an app so that it could record it. It's so fascinating when you look at all the trichomes. I love growing. Oh, what's
this?
That?
This is what I got. Is a it's a microscope. It goes to 1,000, and so I'll check my trichomes on my plant for maturity with this.
Yep.
Whether they're milky enough, whether I want them to be a little bit amber or not, because everybody's got their own sort of thing, you know, and whether maturity.
I felt like it also mattered on the genetics.
It does.
Like
genetics matter. Like for instance, this
trichome to look.
This that I'm doing a long-term study from Tina. That's Hawaiian Fanta.
Shout out to our greenhouse winner from Cannabis.
Shout out to
and woman owned.
Moon harvested the best. Anyways, this is from 2023, right? This is 2 years old. 2 years old from 2023. I cracked this open and gave it an assessment, and she scored a 91, which is really, really high considering. And so I'm looking forward to getting into the 2024 and 2025 versions she's given me as well. So I have the 2024 and then the 2025 versions right here, ready to go. So
would you say that cannabis is like wine, like the older?
Well, we're trying to figure that out. And that's what it's absolutely 100%. Yes.
Yeah, right. Like I think it's going to come down to maybe strain. Because
if you ever have a chance to watch like Drops of God, like that wine movie, it's actually an anime-based sort of original story, but it's a beautiful story about a winemaker's daughter. Cool story. And then there's like Somm, SOMM, and then Somm 2 and 3 on YouTube. And those are like shows about wine sommeliers who have to learn the terroir, the region where the wine's from. And it's so much information about aroma and flavor and appearance and experience. Not so much experience, but aroma and flavor, like the way that they taste the wine.
Yeah.
They aerate it in their mouth and then they spit it out, and they, you know, it consumes their life going through the category of what wines are. So doing this kind of stuff is starting to become what I'm getting into. Like, oh my God, we've got 3 years of the same cultivar grown by the same farmer. It's not grown in the same spot on her land, but it's still close enough that we can compare weather between those 3 years, if that is a factor, because with wine, weather's a huge factor. So outdoor growing, you have that type of fluctuations of Mother Nature.
Oh yeah.
And the plants expressing themselves. And Tina does a remarkable job of agent storage or storage integrity. So
Looks
storage
looks like
integrity,
it.
like to be able to crack open something. I don't think it was opened since 23. I slashed that open last night. Spent about 2 hours worth here breaking down all that I showed you earlier.
And
All the
91. Tell everybody what you usually look for,
well, so
like the
there's four.
score.
So the score is a combination of multiple inputs between aroma, appearance, flavor, and experience, right?
Mhm.
And so you go through each one. So in aroma, you first go, well, how strong is it? Is it strong? And that gets a score. And then you go through, what essences am I getting? Am I getting fruit, floral, earth, and fuel, right? And then you start taking notes, like, what am I getting? What kind of fruit? Is it citrus? Is it tropical? Is it stone fruit? What kind of fruit is it? And then get deeper into that. Oh, it's kiwi, but it's not
What's
just kiwi.
stone fruit?
It's
What do
stone
you
fruit, like apricot, pear,
ah,
nectarines, peaches, the fruits that have like a stone in the middle.
oh, okay,
Like,
that
think
makes
of it
sense,
like that,
gotcha.
like plum, date
Yeah.
dates a
Oh,
stone
yes.
fruit.
Yeah.
So, you get a lot of plum, blackberry, date sometimes.
Mhm.
And so those are fruits, and they're
I
all
never
tree
thought
fruit,
about
stone fruits. They call them tree fruit too
consistencies.
because they grow from trees.
Yep,
But um,
right.
and then there's like melons too. Like,
Uh-huh.
oh, is it honeydew or is it cantaloupe? Is it the rind? There's so much, Wendy Kornberg
Mm.
and the Ganjier should smell everything. So that's what you do. You start cataloging what fruit, what floral, what earth, what fuel. And there's a million ways to do that. It's just by cataloging everything around you. So you're like, oh, I'm getting asphalt. Or lately I've been unpacking trash. Like I went to New York City and there's trash smelling there. Like over the summer I was there and I'm like, whoa, this is some serious smells. It's mostly rot and shit and fecal matter and throw up, but there's a
I was
lot of
gonna say,
smell.
wait, are you being serious? Like
No,
trash, like literal
I'm dead
trash? You're being
serious. Like
serious?
down in New Orleans has hot trash. Like I was there over the summer. It's fucking hot and it's trash. And
Oh my
dude, this is the
god.
gnarliest smell. But I'm at a gas station, so that's a different trash smell than New York.
You're so
Versus down
pretty.
here in Venice, I'm at the beach passing by a trash can and it's got like seagull shit next to it, and there's different aspects to that trash can, but a
Yeah.
lot of that stuff defines the weed we get too. Like the
Yeah.
flower we grow. It's got so many different levels, and a lot of people love that earthy fuel stuff, that
Yeah.
umami, garlicky, that platinum cookies, that deeper, savory feels like God's
Yeah.
breath, that kind of stuff.
Oh, yes.
Not
I
into
can
that shit
imagine.
at all. In fact, when I come across something that's deep and savory, like feels like a meal, I'm like, you can have that fucking chicken pot pie or beef stew shit. Like, I don't want it. Like I can't.
What do you
It puts me to
like?
sleep,
You like the fruity?
knocks me down, and
Oh,
all of a
it's
sudden,
heavy, heavy.
what were
Yeah,
we
my husband says
talking
the same.
about? Like,
Yeah,
what were we saying? Yeah,
super heavy.
I'm a fruit
Mhm.
floral guy all day long. Preferably like
Yeah.
tropical fruits. I love the tropical fruits like this right here. This
I feel
Moroccan.
like the NorCal farmers can do that. I feel like they can give us the gas plus the fruitiness at the same time, but when it's all indoors, some of them it's either or for the indoors, in my opinion, but
Indoors tough. I was like a snob for a long time, like fuck indoor, blah blah blah. And the thing is you can't
well, I
do
was
that.
opposite.
Oh
I
really?
was opposite.
Yeah.
Well, I've always been in Southern California and been consuming since I was 16. And so I'm 40 now. But again, once I got around being a judge for Emerald Cup and around that, those farmers
Yeah.
up there and all of what they do up there is just it's crazy. It's opened
Yeah.
up my eyes to a whole world that I thought I've been around all my life.
Like Head Stash, for example, that greenhouse flower was a perfect
Yeah.
example of getting to know 20 different girls, blind dates, right?
Yep.
And you're
That's a
like,
great. Yep.
I kind of know number two. I think I met her before.
Yeah.
And sure as shit, she's peace and love from Tina's Moonmaid. And I thought it was a different cultivar. I was like, I know number two and like 17. And sure enough, she had two entries. And I called what the entries were, but the cultivars were off. I had Forbidden Fire and Grapes and Cream. And it was Grapes and
Mhm.
Cream and, or maybe it was a rainbow, but it was definitely Peace and Love. And I
Peace and
love
love.
Peace and
That's a
Love. And I've
great
been getting that a lot. That's become my new whitethorn rose.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah, I mean, I love me whitethorn rose. I just had
Bet
so
you
much
love
of
that
it
one.
for so long, and
Yeah, no, this cross is primo. It's my first time having this cross with the lance.
the
So
Lance is good. Lance is
yes,
solid.
I
Yeah.
was happy to see that one. Yeah, no, I'm always if I talk to them, I always ask them like who's sourcing from you guys, just so that I know, because a lot of times I won't know who down here is having it. But it's
Yeah.
nice to see them. It's nice to see shops supporting our farmers up there.
I mean, Team
You
Elite Genetics is kicking out some killer shit.
I
And
just picked up 14 from them. PGB. Is it They're PG?
hmm,
It's their PG. It's a little bit fruitier than my norm, but it's so good.
you just
It's
said
good.
you're like you're a savory girl. You like all those deeper tones.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely on the garlic cheesy,
um,
those
some,
charcuterie flavor colored like
yeah.
vibes.
I mean, I'm into cheese. I'm into grapes.
Like permanent marker,
Yeah.
I'm on that. I'm smoking that as far as flower right now. Permanent marker, and
Okay.
then Team Elite's PG. I want to say PGB. It's really good. It's tasty. But
Interesting.
yeah, I really like their flower lately. Team Elite's been crushing it
Nice.
with
Nice.
their line.
Yeah.
Guess what, Mom?
What?
It's not raining anymore.
That's awesome.
But it's raining on the floor.
Okay, I'll be right there. She wanted to let me know it's not raining anymore. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I love it.
Could you hear them?
Guess what, Mom?
Oh, okay.
It's not raining
Yeah.
anymore. It's so cute. So adorable. I mean, I miss having my kids around,
Let's talk about your child. She
Oh, yeah.
did the artwork for
The 12 J's. I have them right
the
there. You want to see one?
tell us, okay, you said you had just smoked one of those pre-rolls. Show us what that is.
Well, I haven't smoked any of these. I went and delivered a box to a friend of mine because I got
So
him as
wait, where'd you get did you go get them at a
I
dispensary near
arranged
you,
to
or
pick them up.
pre-range? Okay.
And I did that because I'm not going to be in town for the event, right? The events
Oh
are coming
yes,
up.
on the
And so
14th.
on the 14th. And so this is what she looks like inside.
And so your daughter did the artwork of
Yeah, my
that.
daughter did all the artwork and did all the layout for all this stuff. It was
Shout
like
out
a
to your
very
daughter.
large project for her. All the farms are here
I
on the inside. You can see them
that.
all. And then they break down which cultivars were pre-rolled. And then on the other side, you get the other 6. There's everybody in there, which is cool. Everybody
That's
gets their
super
own
cool.
shout out. And then in here's all the pre-rolls.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Isn't that cool?
That's so cool.
Yeah. And
Not
so
only is it cool, it's really good quality weed. I'm pretty fucking sure, because all of those farmers.
you got Soul Spirit, you got Humboldt Nation, you got Moon Maid. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
all of them are really good. Wild fruits from Humboldt Homegrown. You got Meal Fuel from Sunroots. There's so many. They're all so good. Such a great gift. And for me as a ganjier to give this to like friends, I got a bunch of them because I have clients I want to give them to. And as a ganjier, there's no better
yeah.
gift. It's like,
Oh no, that is. I was gonna say, such a good gift.
yeah,
Such a good gift.
the Stoner Saints.
And the price is literally
Yeah,
primo.
$125 for 12 J's. It's basically just over $10 a J.
Exactly.
40 small farmers.
Of high quality herb. You're not getting your
Yeah.
trim and sticks,
No.
like the free pre-rolls.
Yeah.
This is, oh, and that's
Really
so
nice.
beautiful.
Yeah, so that's something fun that just came out, and
And so people can get that at their dispensaries, or
yeah, go to emeraldtrianglecraft.com and they have the information about how you can order, where to pick up. Some dispensaries in Southern California have them already. Like they have, I think the Woods has some, and Cornerstone has some as well. Cornerstone Wellness. And so if you're near those areas, call those dispos and see if they got them in stock, or just head down and see what you can get. I think there's a limit on 2 each person per day per California law per metric because of under an ounce sort of walking out the door sort of thing. So don't be surprised if you're like, oh, well, I want 7. They're like, no.
Well, that's why you got to get like now, right? And then that way you
well,
have,
if you have 2 people
by
with
the time you
you,
get Christmas.
theoretically, if you have 2 people with you, theoretically, you can walk out with 4.
4.
You have to
4.
each share, right? You know, you have to each person buy it because that's the law. So
you could do 2 a week.
I mean, anyone on the street has an ID. Just grab some friends on the street, be like, "You got an ID? You got an ID? Here's $5," and all of a sudden it's $1.
That's a shift for veterans too. Imagine.
I mean, look, I just like I've always been a hustler and a wheeler dealer, so there's always a way, right, to figure it out. And I'm all for giving gifts.
Exactly, good gifts, gifts that we need. On that note, you are doing some amazing work, highlighting a lot of different brands, highlighting a lot of our farmers up there who put in a lot of love and work into what they've done for many years now. Tell us a little bit what got that sparked up, because me personally, I love your content. It is so organic and educational all at the same time. And I just personally want to know what got you sparked up to do that.
Yeah, well, thank you. That's a huge compliment. I started just doing reviews because I was going to be doing video reviews eventually, and I hadn't thought about the format, and going through sort of using the Ganjier way of assessing was a structure that I could go into and be like, okay, I can now rate this and then do a review and have this sort of like a structure and a template, so to speak, so that I can kind of follow that every time I do it, because then I can crank them out and do more than just a few. Some of them are more exciting than others. Some of them aren't that great. It's okay. The bottom line is you just do, right, with content, whatever it is. And I'm still not really doing it for anyone in particular or any reasons. And that's the best part about it, is that I'm just kind of doing them because I'm like, oh, you know what? People keep asking me, what's a terpene? So I do the little terpy terms or whatever. Well, what's ocimene? It's this, and has these qualities, and make it quick and short, right?
Yeah.
And then, my home grows are people love to see those because there's pitfalls, there's shortcomings, there's stuff that you go through and you're like, fuck, I have living soil and I really just want to like give it nutrients, but I don't want to because it's living soil. Okay, how can I wait for it to do its own thing? And it's a cool journey on its own. And so I think that's really relatable. And then the educational portions of the program is sort of like all the above. Like, what would you do in New Orleans if you needed a medical card? Right. Well, I wanted to document that, and I got a medical card, documented how easy it was, walked in, had the best experience with really cool people, and got some decent flour, and found some decent flour to review. And that's always fun. And then, going to New York and checking out the scene there and seeing what it's like, and seeing that there isn't really concentrates there. I'm not reviewing concentrates or reviewing flour, but going to different dispensaries and seeing the flour that they had, and walking up as a blind customer, not guided, instead of asking the homie, where should I go? Hook me up with the best. It's not about that. Actually, it's about walking out of the airport and being like, oh, I've never been here. I need to find a dispensary. Oh, you have flour? Oh, cool. Oh, wait, you don't have sun grown here? What's that mean? And why? Talk to me. Oh, this is a fully metric what do they call it? A micro dispensary, so that they grow on site, right?
Oh, yes.
They sell their own stuff upstairs. It's like fully vertically integrated. They grow on site, they sell their own, and that's it. And it keeps on going all the way up and down all day long. But it's a specific type of license, and that's different than Colorado,
Yep.
And when we went to Colorado, that was a whole different thing too. And the bud there is just dry as hell. It's really crazy. It's so dry. Because everything's dry.
Colorado or New York?
Colorado. It's a mile high. It's 5280.
Really?
It's 5280. They're a mile high, and so everything's dry there. There's no moisture in the air, and so it's like the flour there's it's tough for them to keep moisture in their flour. So curing and agent storage is a thing, and I've talked to Ganjier about when they purchase stuff, they immediately throw a little boba pack into their stuff to try and moisturize and keep a level.
That's so interesting.
you know? So
So, what as judges, has that ever came up in a panel discussion as far as your thoughts on that particular brand that does add those Boveda packets? Is it a plus or is it a negative being that you're going to need that extra, or is it just being extra
you
cautious?
know, I don't judge a packet in my flower if I see it in there, you know, and we get
Mhm.
on a group in the community Sage Advice that I'm in, we do boxes sometimes and we'll get flower from people, and having a Boveda pack inside the jar doesn't sway my, you know, judgment one way or the other. However, I
Mhm.
would say that you can tell if something's been re-moisturized or sprayed
Yeah.
on. You can tell
Yeah.
right away. A discerning nose will know right away.
Yeah.
You know, you can kind of tell. And I've talked to these people that like Hall of Flowers, the spray turp people, and I'm like, so what do you guys? I'm like, let's talk about this, guys. Like,
Right.
what are you doing here? And what makes you think this is a good idea? I just really want to know who came up with this idea and what, like, let's go. And they're like, well, you know, and I'm like, yeah.
No, yeah, that's scary. That's no, thank you. But I do feel like there's the younger generation likes that stuff. Like, I don't
They
know. I
do.
just,
If they're
you
hitting tobacco
know,
vapes with the flavors,
exactly. I
then they're
felt
not
like that's
giving a shit if you're
exactly
spraying terps on
it.
your weed. That's for sure.
That's terrible. Ugh. It reminded me of like cloves, like
I used
even
to
the way
smoke
they
those,
smoke,
and
even
I
the way
know, and
they
I
smoke.
was and Swisher Sweets, so I'm one to fucking talk. You know what I mean? Like
Okay,
flavored
wait.
tobacco straight up.
I'll still roll a blunt with a swisher,
Well, I mean,
okay?
see,
But if it's
so there's a little tasty there. It's like, ooh, a cherry. I can get that.
actually Halloween, my brother-in-law brought this zigzag hemp wrap, which was nice. I was
Is
like
that right?
pretty impressed with it. Yeah, I wanted a blunt. I had been craving a blunt, after baby
Right.
3. I was like, I need a blunt. I need like a real blunt. So I had my first blunt Halloween. It was yummy. But yeah, I was curious to know because we've had that discussion about the Boveda bags or the Boveda packets, but that is a good point. It's when I did assess the flour, I don't think it really made much of a difference. We just thought like exactly what you said. It's if it was like refreshing it up. It reminds me like back in the day when I used to get weed that was okay, or if it was like drying quicker than expected. And I mean back in the days,
Mhm.
when it was like from a plug, and I'll get like a a peel of an orange and throw it in there to re-moisture the weed.
Apple slice. Mine was always an apple slice.
Oh, apple slice.
Yeah, and
I just
actually,
figured the orange.
I did tortilla for a while.
Wait,
Like a
what?
flour tortilla, like a wet flour to it's a corner of a tortilla. It was like a small, like as if you were making a little Dorito, and
Oh,
you can cut up a flour tortilla and bake them, and they make Doritos. Well,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you just like a
That's
corner like that, but in like a couple ounce bag, like 2
a
ounces. That like
tortilla.
just for 24 hours, because longer than that, it can cause issues because of the flour. But then the hack was Wendy Kornberg told me, no, no, apple slice, and just a tiniest little slice too, and just for 12 hours, no, like 10 to 12 hours, no longer.
Oh,
Don't like
okay.
get it in there and shake it around and keep it in there. No,
Yeah,
no. They put
yeah,
it in there, get it moist, take it out, and
yeah.
then
That makes sense.
reconfigure where your moisture is going to be in that jar or bag. Because I use these other bags. I use these bags.
Yeah, this is like I'm guessing like
I
a
use these
quarter. Yeah,
bags.
I was gonna say a quarter. Yeah, something not we're not talking about a
This is
dime
what I
size.
cure in, though. You
Don't put a tortilla slice in your fucking eighth jars.
No,
Well, eighth jars don't last very long around here, so maybe somebody else.
right?
But this is so fun. I love everything that you've done in the space. And I have a couple buddies also that are Ganjiers, and I just think that program's amazing. I
Yeah,
think it just, even if you've been around weed for a long time, I feel like it just elevates your guys' game as far as like your palettes, just the way you guys even give back as far as education and create content around that. I think has really been really influential in our space. So that's
yeah.
super
It's
cool.
there's some really cool people that came out of it and doing some amazing things. I mean, everyone from Justin Lee making iPoppy. There's a lot of Ganjier doing a lot of really cool things all over the United States and in Europe too. I'm going to go visit. Luca. Lucas is in Mary Jane, Berlin next year, June 12th. Let's go. I'm going to be in
Oh my
Berlin.
gosh.
checking out
Going to
what.
a different country for weed is crazy.
That's where
For
it's
me,
at.
like
Yeah,
it's
go global. Start thinking bigger. Let's think bigger.
yes. I will watch you from afar. You
Yeah.
do it, and then I'll be right there with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna,
That's super exciting. I think a lot of things are happening. I know the Cannabis Chamber is working on a lot of things in Germany. So just I think Switzerland or Iceland or something like that is like starting their own chapters. Canada has a chapter now. It's really exciting to see how much people have dedicated their time and commitment and then see it, flourish and become something in this space. I'm not shuffling paper around just for the fuck of it. I'm actually trying to look for our events. We are going to talk about events, guys. Yes, Jeremy and I will be there. This is happening. Here we are, December 2nd through the 5th. And thank you for sharing all of that information. I love everything you're doing. If you guys don't know Jeremy, I'll make sure to put all of his information in the description so you guys can find him. Don't stalk him. Just find him.
Whatever. I'm a grown up.
Or stalk him. Or stalk him. Do whatever. Right. Okay, so we literally had to print this out. There are lists going around the community because it gets crazy. How many MJs have you been to? This is my third.
This would be my second.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're still. What is this? How many years?
I showed up. Like, what the fuck? Seriously, I just walked around the conference floor. I didn't even get conference tickets. I had expo tickets last year.
I'm so confused about that. What is the difference?
Okay, if you have an expo pass, you can walk around the floor and see all the vendors. But if you don't have a conference pass, your homie goes in to see a conference. Like I was with Reggie Hicks. He's a big sports guy, and he wanted to see Ricky Williams talk with
like a panel.
Yeah, a sports panel, like health and medicine and stuff. And so he was going to sit and watch it. And I was like, I want to go check it out. And they're like, oh, sorry, sir, you don't have a conference pass. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, no. So
they just kind of have it open though, don't they? You can still hear the conversation.
Not really. You need to be in there.
Oh, I caught
like
some
down the hall to the right. Like it's like down the hall to the right, and there's multiple going on at once, depending on which one you want to see. Because there's like compliance regulation ones. There's like VC venture capitalist investment shit going down. There's like all kinds of stuff that I don't want to see at all.
Yeah,
and there's stuff I really do
corporate. So I guess I've just done the expo because I saw all the vendors, but they did have some panels happening on the floor right before you go to the smoke lounge.
Sure, exactly. Like Kyle Cushman was talking last year, and then they had some other talking up at that panel right outside, right inside of the smoking area. Yep.
And this year, so what I saw was this year they have their MJBiz NuWu After Hours, which is, what is that? That's the expo. Okay, so those are the expo tickets. So no trade, no conference, just the floor. Which is still pretty good for networking.
It's great. That's what I did last year, and it was really worth it. If nothing else, I was able to go and walk the floor, talk to vendors, talk to the Stores and Bickles booth, people I wanted to talk to, I could talk to. And, there's always that person. I got roped into some skincare shit, and some woman's like, oh, for $1,000, I can do your face. I'm like, no. And she's like, just hold on. Before you know it, I'm sitting in some fucking chair. I'm like, God, how did I fucking get roped into this?
How did this happen?
Like,
what did you dab?
Yeah, exactly. I
knew it. I fucking knew it.
I'm like, oh, what's going on over here?
This sounds good. Yeah,
I'll sit down. Sure.
I'll lay down. Yeah.
I don't want to pay $800 for your fucking skincare. I'm out.
That's interesting. I guess when you walk the floor, it's interesting to see all the different.
They got everything you ever think of for every application. Even if it's got the slightest little bit of hemp in it, someone's like, there it is.
Yeah, I know, and that's going to be interesting right now because of the lovely band.
Down. We just got so fucked. We'll see how this shakes out. I'm really interested to see it as well. That's part of the reason I want to see some of the conference panelists talk about.
You think they're going to cover it? I feel like it's so fresh.
It's the elephant in the room. How are they
Yeah.
not going to talk about this? Is MJBizCon? It's the biggest one in Northern California. I mean, in the
I feel like everyone's going to talk about it, but I don't know if if it's going to be part of a panel, if it's too new. It has to be. I mean, there's so many people that are like, you got 1 year to figure out your shit, or your shit is like gone, finito.
Well, I think that just like you and I are starting to talk about it, people are saying stuff too. They're going to be like, we got to talk about this. It's the elephant in the room, you know, and I know people are going to want to like figure out how to eke out a year or reverse the law or find the loophole in the loophole. That's what's coming, you know.
Yeah.
There's got to be a way, because there's, you know, we still have a year until it goes into effect. And I'm like this. I'm like, mad dash to buy all the CBD you can in the world.
I know.
Stockpile that shit.
It's sad for the ones that need it, you know, as far as like kids who have epilepsy, like Charlotte's Web. I know I've seen them.
They're going to get it because we did this before it was legal. We're just going,
yeah,
you know, and it's sort of like, okay, and the black market legacy is still strong. Like it's still out there, you know.
I feel like that's going to be like boom.
Trap exists. In fact, when you go to some of these hash events, the trap stuff they bring to the table, you know, they were like, make BHO great again. You're like, well, what? Wait a minute, huh? And they're, you know, they bring it up and you just like, damn, that's kind of solid. They got a point there, you know, to each their own, really, but they got a point for quality wise, you know.
There's so much that happens, so many different like components within this culture.
It's huge. It's so huge. It's
like for the federal level to understand. There's just so much, you know. There's
no way they can get a hold of it. I mean, just tourism, travel, and hospitality is going to be a whole industry that I'm interested in. It's going to explode. And been doing, you know, bar services with, you know, Victor Pino and doing events has been a blast. And you go to these upscale places and you're wearing a really nice 3-piece suit and you're talking to these people about elevating their experiences, utilizing the plant and their relationship with it. I mean, that's what it's about right there.
I love what you guys are doing. I actually came across your guys' content just recently. I think you guys did an event, a very high-end event, in my opinion. And that's for me, it's always going outside of the community as far as breaking the stigma for people to learn about what we can do. And I think at the end of the day, so many people have kind of leaned in on the vaping and the dabbing. So seeing you guys at that party, or I think it was like somebody's birthday party, that was bad. No one even drinks anymore. I'm like, this is what I'm seeing now at weddings. It is so, it's crazy. It's crazy. I've been smoking weed for so long, and it's been such like something that you did on the low. You always had to hide it. So to see people like hiring and paying for services like that, it's super exciting. It's like, this is what it's all of this for.
We went through like 450 joints that night. I think we got there at like 2:30 in the afternoon. And since it was a Diwali celebration for Lily, Lily sang through this big old party at the Majestic. And since it was a Diwali celebration, you know, honestly, I think that culture is just more open to the flower and the relationship to the plant. And so it was well received and received in a little bit of a different way than normal. Like, instead of like, what's this in the corner, like a discovery mode, people are like, oh, of course you'd have this. Fuck yeah, let's go, you know? And then they'd come over and they'd like grab a couple of J's and we talked to them a little bit about, you know, Tall Tree Society is where we get the flower. And so Victor had sourced it there. He sourced 4 different cultivars, and we rolled up with our bump boxes and did all these like, these different sizes. We had 1 inch and 1/4, and then we had some kings and whatnot. We had trop cookies. We had
you guys rolled them right there in front of them?
Yeah, I was rolling all night. I was hand rolling all night, and we ran out. And so I was like rolling. I rolled Lily a hash hole with some Paradise Pine, just like I was showing you the inside of that
our little worm, our worm experts.
Rolling a worm and putting it in there and just doing my best to get a sweet hash hole for her. And it was like on the fly, in a hurry, and all her people were around like filming it. And I'm like, fuck, I'm on the goddamn line now. Better be good. Better do it good. Do a good job. Do a good job. Right in your head. It was great. It was fun. I mean,
the people donut.
The people were upscale. The people were really cool. They were friendly. Everyone was dressed to the nines. The vibe and energy of the night was just perfect. It was like one of those things you're like, man, I wish we could do this every weekend.
Right? I love seeing that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We went until 3, dude. We were like raging until 2:30 or 3. We're like, we got to cut this down and shut it down.
Party.
You haven't partied with Punjabis until you party with Punjabis.
That's some bomb rosin.
They go on forever.
I was just saying when I first picked this up, what was Friday or something? What's today? I don't even know what date it is. Anyways, I had a late night workout session. I was like, you know what? I'm going to pop that fucking box open. And that workout, I was just telling Rose from Huckleberry, like, wow, like my workout was so dialed in. So yeah, I feel like
from Whitethorn
till 3 because some bomb ass rosin.
Yeah,
that's
awesome. That's so good.
No, it's so tasty. And the energy from Sun Grown, for me, I always talk about it, like for my workouts, it makes such a world of a difference. Like I could tell that I am getting terps that are fueling my body that I don't normally get. And sometimes with indoor flower, I don't normally get that either. So I could tell by my workouts.
Yeah.
Okay, back to MJBizCon. Sorry, guys. Sorry, we went on a tangent, but events. We're still talking about events and experiences.
Okay. Let's go.
That's where we're on. What I was talking about is their expo is now part of their after hour events at NuWu. And I've been there last year, and that's like a huge lounge / dispensary property. And I think it's a little bit outside of the strip, but not too far. So I think that's the thing that people might be doing, but that comes with a ticket of $499, and that's the expo ticket. But I think that also means that covers your after hour party for the whole week, because it includes day 1, day 2, and day 3. Yeah, MJBiz was like, no, guys, we're going to make sure we cover the outside of the event, because I think many of us have done this many times now, that they caught drift of like all these outside of events happening, and then everybody just choosing not to actually go to the trade show and just link up afterwards. So I think strategically, MJBiz partnered up with the lounge.
Good idea, not a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, and it gives people like a solid place to go all 4 days.
Yeah. Instead of the carousel, whatever it was, the chandelier bar.
Yeah,
chandelier bar was like the only place to go, and you're like, here I am again at the damn chandelier bar.
And you can't smoke in there.
You only drink shitty cocktails.
Yeah, no thanks, right? Exactly. Yeah, I forgot about that. You're right. This is probably going to drive the majority of the people that go there to NuWu.
Probably.
I don't know. I wonder.
It should be.
I don't know. I feel like it's on the strip.
Yeah.
So it may still keep people at the Cosmo, but then there's all these different activations happening within their after hour party. So like day 1, both Jeremy and I have these printed out, guys, because the list is crazy.
It is.
So day 1, which is 12/2. I come in 12/2 and leave 12/4. When do you come in?
12/2 and I think midday. I check into my hotel, and then I'm going to figure it out.
Okay.
Media day with Beard Bro is day 1 on 12/2 from 2 to 5. It looks like.
And it looks like every day they have that flower hour.
Interesting. Flower hour. I wonder if that's open to anyone and where that is.
So that's my other ponder is, can you go to NuWu without the expo?
Conference pass.
Yeah. Or is that closed out to like exclusive?
I would highly doubt they would close it off as a place that sells metric flower. They're not going to close it off. Yeah, but they're not.
So the lounge is on a different level.
Well, you probably have to buy something to be involved in it, or give them money.
I wonder. Yeah, like I wonder if you go shop.
That might even be a thing anyway. You might have to just, instead of paying $40 to get in, you're paying $20 with the expo pass. Like I don't trust dispensaries to put anything past you. Like they'll charge any way they can to get anything they can out of you, And when it's like you get a good deal and you're like, are you seriously being cool right now?
That's true. That is true. No, because I was like, well, they can't have it open to the public. I mean, I guess they could. But what if somebody just like randomly goes there to
if I was managing that place, I would probably be like, oh no,
private?
I would say open to everybody, but as a fee.
Yeah,
with,
absolutely.
you know,
kind of like the way you guys do the hash flight.
Yeah, like hash flight.
Right?
You can come in to see all the brands, but you still got to pay a little bit.
To do the experience.
Yeah, you can't just be there. You pay a certain thing, but then you can't just like float around Sunset Social Club and hang out and take free dabs from all these brands. You got to pay to get in anyway.
Yeah, the hash flight ticket.
And then you pay extra for the hash flight experience. That's the bespoke one. So
in the cabana.
If they're featuring Have Hash, like at Sunset Social Club, there's one room at the back. And when I went, it was Have Hash. And they're featuring Have Hash, 5 cultivars from Have Hash. And then there's other part like there, there's Bear Labs, there's Master Makers, iPoppy was there, West Coast Cure, whoever else all over there, like top notch brands. And they're all there kind of in competition with each other, which is cool because it's like a little battle of the bands kind of thing.
Yeah, it feels like all the washes.
Sort of like, ooh, come on, try over my shit. Come, it's cool.
They all source from fire ass farmers, so I feel like it's battle of the washes.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it's battle of the washes all day long.
Yeah,
if that flower hour is free though, because I can see that being a thing. If nothing else, hey, just meet me at flower hour.
Right,
over there
all
week long. Like, let's just make it an ongoing thing before we go out for the night. Let's meet over at flower hour between 5 and 7. It's the perfect timing to like be like, okay, cool. Here's our plan. I'm gonna go back to my hotel and shower, and
I'll
then
meet you at
whatever
the next event. Yeah,
because it is a going here, going there, and Ubers are. By the way, if you don't know this, everywhere you go, you're gonna be paying $10 to $15 an Uber, regardless of where the fuck it is. It's like.
I have never Ubered in Vegas. Sorry, guys. I'm not doing that. One, I go alone. So as a female, I'm not really comfortable getting in some random Uber in Vegas.
Do you have Waymo yet? Have you done Waymo out here yet?
No.
Got Waymo in the Inland Empire? Because they have it in here in Venice and in Los Angeles, and it's fucking rad for that reason.
I'm in Inland Empire, dude. We drive everywhere around here because it's like 5 minutes away from everything. So it's like
you're used to just getting in the car and going.
Yes, exactly. So I have never Ubered around Vegas. Plus, I feel like even though I feel like they would be quicker to get around because they know the fucking area, I just feel more comfortable driving. So,
there's a creep factor.
Yeah, I'd rather
drive. That's I forgot you're driving. So I'm flying in, Ubering around.
No, dude, I live so far up Inland Empire, like SoCal, that I'm literally like 3 hours at max to Vegas, like strip wise. So I can come in and out pretty quickly.
5 hours to Vegas. Yeah, for real.
No, I'm off the 15 and the 210. So like passing Glen Helen. Yeah, way the fuck up here. But no, I think that's going to be very interesting. Yeah, because people are going to have to fucking just post up in one spot and then Uber around because you're not going to want to fucking. That's the thing with Cosmopolitan that makes it so convenient. I think when it comes to MJBizCon
bar. Yeah.
Everybody, well, not only the Chandelier bar is everybody's hosting the events in their suite. So you can go level 1, level 2, whatever the fuck.
That's right. Yeah. I've heard that staying there.
And everybody's just happens to stay there. Last year, we literally hosted the event. The event ended like 9 or 10, which I got to see you. You came by.
That was rad.
And then we went to the Chandelier bar and was there till like 2 in the morning. And they stayed. I was prego, like 15 weeks pregnant. I was like, I gotta go now. It's 2 a.m.
Right.
Literally just shooting the shit. So people just, that's their jam, dude. They just like to stay there. I went to Starbucks. That's what I did. Super pregnant. Starbucks, and I went looking for like something sweet. I didn't remember that. Okay, but here's an interesting event. I don't know. You could say it. I'm not even going to try to say Hefestat.
I mean, I see Hefe right there.
Yeah, me too.
Hefestas.
That's like a rolling event.
I've heard of these two people. They're like, join this guy and that guy as they roll for a roll off. I'm like, really? That sounds boring as fuck. But okay, I'll go watch somebody do a roll off. Let's go.
I feel like people from different states, like California, exactly right. Is Bruno in there? That's totally not allowed.
That's who
he would have to be head judge.
Well, I mean, shit. Maybe
Bruno gets
that's below me.
down.
Bro.
I like Bruno and shit.
He's right.
Right, right,
I'm
right,
not
right.
talking shit about anybody. I'm just whatever.
Let's see. So that's 7 to 11, and that's the night party one. That's gonna be interesting. I feel like people from California don't have any interest in that because we all know, for the most part, most of us can rule. So this is gonna be like
I mean, it'd be
somebody
fun.
coming
It's an
from.
opening night party. I thought there was something else going on the first. That's right. The
So
blunt.
on the second, yes. So on the second, Blunt Brunch Nationals is happening. So most of the women in the space, I would say, would be going to that.
Right.
But so we were talking about day 2, Wednesday, 12/3.
Right.
Um,
Okay, but that first night, by the way, that Blunt Brunch presents Pearl Up and Powerful. That's what we were going to go to. We got tickets to that from 5 to 8:30.
Wait, where is that? It is the second. Did I write that?
That's on the second, and on yours.
Oh, yes, you're right. Okay, so the first half were all the events.
Yeah, the Hefe stuff. We won't be going to that Joint Wars.
No. I did not get tickets to any of the MJ NuWu whatever. May pop in for the Beard Bros Media Day. I think that's
This
an amazing
is all
idea.
the NuWu stuff. This is all new.
Yeah, that first half. Yeah, that's literally. It seems like
now I get you. Okay.
I know. I got confused on my own.
So I'm down now.
Document.
The Canna Joint.
Yeah. So then they have all those other things. They have the wellness event that's taking place. That's the Classic Ohio. That's happening at the Country Club.
Wait, I'm trying to follow. Are you on page 1 or 2?
2.
Classic at the Country Club. Okay, top of page 2. I get you. I'm there.
Yeah. Okay. So that's all happening. And if you look at that, that's crazy because they have a full day schedule of different components happening there.
Yeah, that's on the second as well.
Yeah, I think those tickets were, I want to say $200. I can't remember, but I think it includes like a golf.
Yeah, I think on that day, Tuesday the 2nd, I mean, I'm gonna be getting in midday anyway. Why bother with all that?
Yeah, I probably won't get until like noonish.
So I won't be doing that wellness experience.
Yeah, no, I think the first thing is going to be the Blunt Brunch Nationals, Pearled Up and Powerful. That's happening. What does it start at 5:30? I think it starts at 5:30.
And now
that one is fun. That one you get a dinner.
My buddy's gonna go to that. I should make him pay the $99, right? Can he go, or is that just for people that are invited? Can I share that with him?
So this is particularly just for women.
Oh, it is. So you got me in, and I'm gonna be in a room full of chicks. Is that what I'm hearing?
No.
Bring out my inner lesbian and let her shine, because I'm down.
No, so they let in the guys that have supported them. So most likely Beard Bros will be there. They're usually there.
Okay.
I think the guys, anybody that's from Freedom Grow, that may be a guy. Their whole thing is we don't want the creepos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That can happen.
It can, real easy and quick. So enough said. It's just me.
And it's going to be fucking popping.
It's going to be great. Yeah.
Okay, so Blunt Brunch, December 2nd. That is on my hit list. I will be there. I can't wait to see everybody. The fun thing about this is you got to be like glammed the fuck up. If you have not seen it, check their page out, Blunt Brunch on Instagram. It is like they do such an amazing job, and we don't always get to dress up, so that's fun.
Right?
Yes. I mean, I'm kind of paranoid about it.
That's something I was going to ask. I think I got to bring a fancy jacket. I think I'm bringing a fancy.
Yeah, I think just a fancy jacket should be fine for the guys, but the girls usually they get like really dressed up. I think one year I just went in like a whatever dress.
Where you're driving, to me that sounds like check-in luggage. I'm like, fuck that.
I say all these like, oh, I can't wait to dress up, and the next thing I know, I'm like, can I wear my like chucks under the dress? Maybe I don't know. I'm not a dressy up person, but once in a while, I really got to get into it. I think it'll be good for my postpartum recovery. Like, get dressed up, bitch.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's Puff Creative Light Up Vegas. It's literally on the document. The Doyle. That one's at the Doyle, 6 to 12.
Okay.
So you would just. Yeah, so you would have to cut out because Blunt Brunch goes till 9, and then this creative goes till 12 a.m. So that will be your like end cap probably.
Mm-hmm.
3rd, there's so much happening the 3rd. I'm planning to do the Puff Creative Pay Rio Wax Snacks Golden Paddle Pickleball event. I'm not playing, but I'm going to be a spectator. I just want to go and support it. There's like, I think it's their 3rd annual year.
Yeah. So
and like wellness is legit. Like that's really cool to see.
Yeah, I agree.
Side note to that, I also just came across that 40 Tons partnered up with Chicago Run Club, and they're doing like a 4K or 5K around the trade show or around the conference or something like that, but it's definitely around MJBizCon.
Whoa.
I'm trying to connect with them because I think seeing more of that in our cannabis space is legit.
Yeah, for sure. I love that. So let me talk to you about that Puff Creative, that Golden Paddle Pickleball event. Is there tickets that need to be purchased for that? Where's that?
I believe so. I don't have the link on here, but I think that's $99 to play. You have to have doubles, so it's partners.
But you're going to go and just observe, right?
I'm just going to observe.
Yeah. Me too.
And I just want to take content. Going to this long week conference, like you have a limitless amount of content that you could take.
Oh, yeah.
So get all your shit ready. Yeah. Okay. So the 3rd, there's like smoke show magic that happens before. There's all types of different things happening. I know there's a set of women that I think June is part of from Fatnex magazine, like a brand pitch, Luna's list.
I just found that what I was looking for. The Cannaluxxe, December 3rd, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Is that what we're doing that one?
That is my event.
That's your event.
Yes, that's the one where I'm co-hosting with Aubrey, with
Sunstone.
Yes,
right?
yes,
Nice.
yes.
Sweet. Okay.
Yes. So same people from last year, same vibe. This year we'll have a DJ.
And tickets are free, just send this link out.
No.
Okay. Don't.
It is free.
Okay.
Free, but invite only. So private party. So it's definitely a private party. We're not because we don't want to.
It's not public facing because you got fire marshal.
We don't want to fucking announce it, and exactly that. We don't want to get put down.
Shit. It's the fire marshal.
Making it a private event, you can still, as long as you have the link, then you just go to Event High and get your RSVP. So the RSVP is just to mark your spot.
Okay.
Last year we were a little lax on who was coming in and out because Cosmopolitan has that whole, you have to have a card to go up and down on the elevators.
Yes.
So the RSVP is mandatory for us to send you guys the instructions that you guys will need to follow to actually get to the room. So we're doing the Sky high rise, like the highest level, has a full wraparound patio. It's going to be super fun.
Sounds amazing. Now, there's going to be
and it's free.
There's going to be a few Ganjier rolling with me. So I'm trying to figure out, being discernible about people that's like, that can't have 8 deep roll with me and be like,
yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Okay. Well, then
you can come 8 deep to our Cosmo party.
Waters to see, I don't want to overstep.
8 deep. Everybody has a jar of rosin. That's 8 different cultivars. I am so with it.
Well, we could do the carrot thing.
Yeah, exactly.
The carrot thing. That's the carrot. That's the carrot. Do the carrot thing. And
I need one of those.
Bring something to
the actually, table. I saw you do that shit at Cannabis. Yes.
Bring something to the table that you're willing to like barter and trade. It's really an old school way of like being cool and just being like, hey, this is what we do.
I love it.
All right. Well, that's good to know. So that night. So go back to, was that later in the day or in the week than where we were?
So that is the 3rd. So that's already 2nd day.
Yep. Okay.
And that only goes till 9. And then we kind of figure everybody has like their night event. And then I want to say our buddies, our THC girl family is hosting the Kush and Cozy. That one's from 9 to 12 a.m. And I want to say it's maybe not the same floor, but definitely not too far from where we're having it. So same hotel, I should say. Yeah, both at the Cosmo.
Okay, hold please.
That's
I gotta find where
the last one.
Yeah, I'm there. Second page.
No, that Excel.
So the blunt brunch, can of joint. Okay. So can of joint seems 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. every day. That's like a thing.
Yeah, that is a thing. That is the Cannabis Babes little lounge thing. I think they did it last year, but every day of the week they have something happening in the suite, which makes total sense if you're going to be there for a week.
Of course.
To make, some sort of ROI on you being there.
For sure. It looks like the third at night, like they've got one there too. Well, that's yours. That's Cannaluxxe. That's where you're going to be. Or is that the Thunder Walker private suite event?
No, so mine is the Cannaluxxe. That one we're hosting only till 9. And then the cushion cozy is part of the Cannabis Babes.
The next day.
No, that's the same day.
That's the same day. Okay, I get you.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
So after the 9 o'clock.
Oh, it says
I may go to that one because I feel like Thunder Walker, she is part of our THC girls family. So I may get more details on that, but I want to say I don't know if these are all at the Cosmopolitan.
I love the female turnout here, like the female event parties and the pushing of female brands. I dig it. Fucking dig it. It's cool.
They really showed up.
Yeah, well, Thunder Walker would probably be after your Cannaluxxe thing. And if we're there, maybe is that a private thing?
Mm-hmm. I think so. Well, that I don't know. Well, it says private.
Okay. Well, it does say private event. So I'm already
we're kind of in a network group together, so I'll find out more details. But I think that's
I'll have a small posse of people with me. The bagel bash next day is something I want to go to in the morning.
So I heard that's always a good turnout. I put that there because I know some of the people from Lounge may go to that. But the second thing that we're doing this year is we're opening the same suite that we're having Cannaluxxe on the 3rd, on the 4th for a day mixer.
Oh, lunch 10 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
So, we wanted to open that
the same thing with
to give it more fun.
Does the blunt brunch meet and greet the same thing, or?
So the blunt brunch meet and greet, usually that's in the MJBiz conference, and they just have an area that you go to, and all the girls meet and they do a group photo. But that's always fun to go to. And then the creative sound healing brunch, that one I went to last year, which was at NuWu. It said TBA as far as where they're hosting it, but that one's really fun too. That one is facilitated by Anna, and they just do like amazing breath work and sound healing type of meditation. And then they have bomb ass food and then all type of different things there, but I'm not sure what time and where that one's taking place. So for me, I cut out that morning.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I won't go to any of these. So I'll be going to the blunt brunch. Tentatively, I don't know. I have to figure out the whole NuWu Media Day with Beard Bros. I'd like to see that, try to get some content there.
I would like to see that.
So maybe we'll have to figure out how we get there, and then straight to the 3rd.
At the Cosmo. That helps. That does help.
Easy for me to go in and out. I know like where their Starbucks is.
I just got this letter from my hotel. Just a friendly reminder: there is no smoking, e-rigs, vaping, tobacco, cannabis, marijuana, any kind. It was like specific, and I'm like, are they fucking stalking me? What the fuck?
Somebody was like, we need to hire somebody that is aware of what's happening in this cannabis space because we need to make sure that we cover.
As I get my rig.
Yeah. We need to cover vape, everything, hemp wraps, everything. It's funny. No, I think I stayed at the Westgate, not last year, the year before, and they had signs everywhere. You can smoke cigarettes.
You can smoke cigarettes and drink booze wherever you want.
Yeah, they have the little plant
public, but
with the fucking cross on it. Oh yeah. It's just so funny how people will still look at weed in such a dark light. It's crazy to me. But nowadays, I'm like, to each your own, girl. You go be sloppy drunk. I'm over here looking classy with my joint. Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this: that stuff that I sent you, that list, did you go through any of it?
I looked at it
Yeah.
and I've seen it twice now because it's circulating in our community. There's a group of women that are on an email thread that I told you. I don't know how many women are on there. It was like fucking has to be 100.
Right.
So everybody's kind of sharing like where they're going to be at. There are so many women are taking control of hosting their own little like mastermind meetup. There's just so much shit going on, but no, I did not really dive into it. I saw the tabs. When I saw the tabs, I was like, fuck this shit.
Right.
I'm going to extract
Well,
the ones that I know of, either whether I got an invitation or I came across on like social media, and kind of highlight those.
yeah.
But I can't imagine for somebody who has never been to MJBizCon to go in there without no strategy of like, what do I do? Or even know like of all these other events happening. So one, kudos to MJ Biz for hosting their little like after hours thing. I think that makes it very easy for people to plan out their week.
It does.
And then adding the different component experiences on top of that, not just like, oh, open 5 to 7, whatever.
I mean,
So
5 to 7's good, but without proper planning, like I found myself last year, like, oh, I really wish I'd have known that. Oh, well, I won't be going there. I guess I'm going here now, or whatever. It was just sort of like I didn't know I needed to get this before that. There was so much. I was leaning on these veterans that had been there for 50 God years, whatever, and they're like, oh yeah, this is my forever MJ. Oh, you've never been? I said, you're gonna learn. I'm like, yeah, okay. Like I said, as long as I keep my nose clean and whatever, I'm good to go. But I can't end up at the tables in some seedy ass club. No,
that's right. That is correct. There's just so much going on
too
between
much,
those days.
right?
'Cause there's also the Surfside. Is it Surfside Ladies? I've never been to that one, so I'm going to go to that one too.
Right. And Sarah,
Okay,
and Sarah
I'm
Pan,
learning.
I
No,
want to.
yes, I am, because I'm going to be there the second. So this is the third.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
may stop
yeah, yeah.
by the can. There's just this is what we're talking about, guys. This is why we're literally figuring out what we're going to do, because
Oh, it's too much.
you got to bust out a Gary V status. I don't know if you know Gary Vaynerchuk, but networking, he literally goes in for an hour and bounces. So
Yeah,
I've done that, and it's very strategic. You have
yeah.
to literally go for an
You
hour
can hit
to
3 or 4 a night if you do that.
yeah. Yep,
You show
100%.
up, say hello, grab some content, and split. That's it.
Yeah, and it's kind of, to me personally, I find it like my energy can be really drained if you just go hard on like every event and spend 3-4 hours at every single event, rather than going 1.5 hours and then go refresh yourself, go get some coffee, go smoke a bowl by yourself. Like the solo reset is everything.
Yeah, the solo reset is everything. You get stuck in a conversation with someone in a corner for like an hour, you're like, fuck, I gotta go.
Or go back and like reset
Yeah.
quietly with yourself and write notes, like who you really want to follow up with, who were you just like super
review what you just went through. Yeah.
Yes. No, yeah, there's so
like
much that can
level
happen.
networking for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I love networking. It's a gift of gap. People used to tell me that even when I was younger, and then in my banking world, like gift of gap. And now I'm in this industry. Well, I'm still in banking, but now I'm like, oh, this is where it's all coming into work. Even doing the run club, I was just telling the few guys that came out, it was fucking pouring and they still came out, which is like, yes, we love the dedication. And there's these new shops, this is totally random, guys, FYI, but a taqueria place that just opened and it's super nice. I was like, I'm going to go hit up the new shops that are opening and see how we can like collaborate with them. And they were like, you're a bit of a networker, aren't you? I was like, oh yeah, cannabis industry and banking, they kind of go hand in hand. But it's so fun to talk to people that are not in the space, because then they get curious, and those are the most fun conversations that I have, or at least I'm like super high about it. It just makes my day. Okay.
Okay.
We're going to go on a tangent. We're at an hour and 30 minutes. So we're going to wrap up the MJBizCon. I hope you guys found that somehow useful. I'm going to list all of that information in anything that's like private. I obviously won't list, but I'll put in the description so people can find it. Okay. 7 grams, rapid fire.
Sure.
Morning routine or late night grind?
Late night grind.
Gym workout or nature walk?
Gym workout.
Love it. Plant medicine for focus or relaxation?
Both. Can I say
I was gonna
both?
say, yeah,
Okay,
of
cool.
course. Biggest misconception about cannabis plant medicine.
High THC level.
That's a good one. Book or podcast?
Podcast.
Me too. Have you ever gotten in trouble for smoking herb?
Yes.
When? Tell us the
Uh,
story.
well, what kind of
Is
trouble?
it long?
Legal trouble? Mafia trouble? Big trouble?
Oh
Small
my
trouble?
gosh, you have a lot of
I've had a
trouble.
lot of
Oh,
trouble. I've had a long relationship with this plant, girl. Or do
it's
you want
supposed
to
to
talk about me growing trouble, like my bud rot, me and bud rot? Have I ever been trouble? Trouble's like an interesting word when it comes to the plant, because yes,
that is very true. I guess it all depends, but yeah, we'll just leave it at yes, and we'll have to do story
yeah,
time later. I'm gonna get that story
long,
time at
long
MJBizCon.
stories.
Okay. All right, last one. If one got leaked, which do you prefer? Pics or text?
Pics. Words are hard.
Pics. That is so funny. That is so true. That is so good.
You know,
Yeah, no. I'm not even gonna lie. That is something I saw. Nina Drama asked Tracy Cortez, or UFC. She's a UFC fighter,
yeah.
and she said something like, "Well, fuck, I look good, so I'm just gonna go with my pics. I'm comfortable
I'm
with
more
pics."
comfortable with pics than I am text. You can misread some shit, but you can look at me and be like, well, he's kind of doing that, whatever.
Totally.
Even in a
Awesome.
compromising position, I'd be like, oh, well, I was just bending over. Like, come on.
Exactly. There are a lot of things you can do, but with words, or even like group chats, those are fun
Words are
to
hard.
dive into.
It's been a
All right,
pleasure.
dude.
Thank you so much for
Thank you,
having me on
Jeremy.
here.
I appreciate you. We will catch up soon. And thank you guys again for tuning in to Cheap Entertainment. If you guys have any questions, shoot us an email or even comment on here. Peace, guys. Have a
Later.
good night.